we'll go back to the opening move, okay? For you guys. All right, so you have to see how I'm not letting you in. I control the rate that he's going, the angle that he's going, okay? But I can't stop him, okay? But I'm not going like this. Do you see that difference? Okay, so boom, boom. So let's pay attention to that. Don't just get out of the way and then try to push it. Connect, boom, boom. His rate, boom. It's there, but it's moving. Okay, so let's do that. We're not getting out of the way, but we're not contesting, okay? We've communed with him, okay? All right, try it. That's a pull. So she's pushing, right? Yeah, okay. Better. Good. Straighten your back when you come down. Nope, you're ahead of her. Better. Nope, you're ahead of her. Keep everything you learned on the tesabaki. Keep it going, okay? So don't reach across your body like that and pull the wrist off. Yes. Again. You're ahead of him. Slightly ahead. Okay? Okay, so the uke is supposed to spinally displace, right? And that's your yang aspect, okay? But their entire being is yang aspect, okay? Their inertia alone, their gravitational pull on their body is yang aspect, okay? So maybe she's not pushing as hard as you are. Do you understand? It's only a problem. Push like you were on Chris, not like I want you to. No. The first time before he said now she is, that meant you weren't before, okay? So she pushes at that level. Well, now if I step my foot over here, that's the pull. Do you see? Whatever her pressure is, that's what you're using. So see, I came forward, okay? And at a certain point, you just want to work with the energy and not the prescription, okay? So it doesn't really matter what the uke is doing, and because the uke is going to do something different every time, and every uke is going to do something different from the other uke every time, okay? So you work with the energy. All right, the next point, okay? As you're moving into the center, you can't stop her body. You're stopping his body, okay? So this whole thing that I'm doing has to be continuous. So I'm moving in. You have to watch the urge to get things where you want, and then you move in. So if you watch her body, stopped. Now it goes. I can go slow, but I don't let her body ever stop. In particular, the leaning of her spine, okay? So if I go here, her spine's not leaning anymore, not leaning, then it starts to lean again. The leaning of the spine is the whole Kuzushi, okay? Do you guys see that? Anyone who unleans their spine, you got to go to something else because they're not in Kuzushi, okay? But in the Kihon, she keeps moving her spine, okay? Keeps going into the lean. All right, let's shoot for it. Nope, he stops. Pay attention to his spine. Keep it moving. Yep, he stopped. Mama. That so. Spine. Nope. It's when you go to get the handwork. Keep him moving. No, yeah, you stop that. You stop that hand. You stop the yang vector into his center. He will stop because you didn't keep controlling him. Okay. All right. So keep going. Keep his head going. It's like it's. Let's see what you're doing there. You want more time, is what it is. And when you take that time, then he stops. You stop for the time. Okay, so let's see. Let me watch your handwork for a little bit. Just keep going. Better. All right, I found it. You're going here. Okay, and then you want this perfect. Even to where you grab it before you have elbow control, okay? So as you're here, you're like, stop to get that. I want you to prioritize his spine movement. Get that at the end, fully seated, okay? Well, don't even have it. Keep him moving. Get it at the end. So this was said in an earlier video. It's elbow wrist, not wrist elbow. You keep him moving. Watch the little gapping you're doing there. Keep him moving. Elbow, wrist. Okay? Try it. Get it in place. It'll seal as you go. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Yep. One more, just like that. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Yep. There you go. Switch roles. All right, we're in your spine, okay? So don't go like this, because it's the wrong muscle groups, okay? It's the same muscle groups of the deadlifting that you want. Boom. You're not crunching your abs. You're using the rear posterior chain. Bop. Okay. All right. Next point. When you tilt their spine and they feel their balance going, that's what makes the yin. Ever so slightly, do you see, even at this slow speed? Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, and that's what you wait for. But you have to be able to get that spine tilting, and as soon as you feel the arm go yin, that's your sign to enter, okay? Just like when I feel her rolling out, right when I feel her roll out, that's what I use to bring her this way, right at that point of origin. Do you see that? If you go here, right, it's not yin anymore. You missed that window. So you have to instigate it. There it was, and you can see how easily I come in without stopping. How do you generate it? Push someone in Kuzushi, and they'll generate it themselves. There it is, in. What would be wrong is you're here, you're up in the shoulder. That's just contestation, do you see? And coming around and doing that stuff's not Ikkyo. So when I do this, boom, I'm here, not here. Do you see that? When my arm got here, it's when so here I am, when I first get her there, she'll yin the arm, and that's when I come around into that upper position. Can you see that? Okay, so again, I'll explain exactly what I was doing again. I come around here, I'm in her center, she'll yin, that's when I come into that technique. And when I come into that technique, I do that extra loop. I'll do it one more time. Boom, center, you already yinned on me, okay? Boom, she yins, that's when I do that loop. I don't do that loop on a yang arm. You end up here, okay? Boom, there it was, in. It's very, very sensitive, very, very subtle, but you have to feel it. Boom, boom, there it was, in. And everything else still applies. Okay? You got to get her center. You're in the arm. Straighten your back. Use your rear posterior chain. That's it. You got to attack her center. Better. Straighten your back. Don't lower the hand like that, because we're not going to lower it. The hand doesn't lower. It's jacking up your back. Start over. Let's get the left hand. Let's get the tranquilizer dart out of the support hand. Good. 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 Deprioritize that hand. You could see your fingers and reaching across and trying to just put it in place, and you'll feel its yin so that you could enter onto the hand grab. Yes. Follow the 4 vectors at the bottom so you don't feel his weight. You got to attack his center. You got to get out of the shoulder. You got to wait. Better. Good. All right. So for Chris, a detail here is she can't, I'm grounding, I control the rate, okay? And I'm going to use that rate to bring her in at that point. Do you feel that? So if I stay here, no one moves, you see? But when I start to move, shift my weight, you see how you can come in? There's a little yin space that I'm making for you, and there'll be more yin space here that I hit you at that angle. Do you see that? Okay? So vector-wise, I was holding her here, and then when I shifted my weight, I let her come in. Do you see? And as I step off, I let her come in, and then I hit her at that angle, okay? That all happens just here, okay? Once she bounces off, that's where I attack the center. Don't yin yet. That's where I attack the center, you see? She yins, and that's when I come in. Do you guys understand? So I'm not going around. You see how that's way too much, okay? Boom, boom is where she hits. The second I feel any energy now going in the direction of the tesabaki, that's when I attack your center. So I shift, I move, boom, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to project her, but there's a projection there. When I feel that, that's when I go into the center here, not here. She'll yin, boom, and that's when I come in. Okay? Make sense? Now we're in yin-yang reconciliation. Anything else is not going to be yin-yang reconciliation. So what I want to tell you, Chris, is for both of you, this part, okay? This bang part. But for you, Chris, don't come up here. So even on Virginia, I can't get a mechanical advantage there, like brace and push. Do you see? So I don't do that. Don't go and give her back her strength. Come here. Don't yin yet. Okay? Here. Here. Then she yins. Then I come up to the arm. Okay? We're not using her shoulder to get there, to get her to lean. Okay? All right, try it. You're ahead of her. That's what, nope, as center. You got the first part. You're ahead of her. And watch your back and don't lower the hand. You step too far out. You might have to step, she determines where you put your foot. You might have to go forward, I don't know. Better. Too far. Good. Feel when those yin openings occur. Be ready for them. That's too much. Too much on the, you're trying to project her off. You're just trying to get her to go, let's say it this way. You're just trying to stop her from coming forward into your handwork, okay? See if that helps you as a pointer. You got to get that. You're fighting the grip right there. It's the first part of the inward spiral that does the center attack. That. Good. Again, that's it. And then when you project or attempting to project, it's the ground path. Don't use your shoulder. First part, it's too sharp. It's going to go yang. First part, too sharp. Do you feel where you feel where you're hitting him and when he starts to roll his hand around? More curve, more curve, more curve, more curve. Boom, come around. There's the yin. Yep. Good. You do got to get it going. Too sharp. Okay, she's going to go by you. So can just feel, okay? So there's that. That's me giving you space. Do you see? Okay. Then me hitting. That's it. That's all I need, okay? Go back a little. So as you hit that, that's where I go this way. Hi. You're going, let's say, just get there. Yours is too sharp. Hi. Do you see? Yes. Okay. What determines the sharpness is you're generating a yang-yang conflict. Go around their yang aspect. So I come out, boom, there it is, and I go this way into that. There was your yin move, okay? Let's go. I'm going to have you do something else so you feel it, okay? So there's that. Don't do the yin counter, okay? See, I'm going around. The move, you have to counter that, okay? So that's the little attack I'm doing, okay? Going slow. I'm moving you. There's that beat. Around you, in, you yin. That's where I come in. Okay? So don't go so sharp that you're fighting the thumb. Do you see? Because now you're strong again. Okay? And don't come back into the shoulder. Do you see? You're going to void is what's happening. Okay? So I go here. There's the attack there. There goes your yin. Do you see? I don't want to go into your shoulder. I go around your arm and into your body. Okay? All right, try it. Good. Tack the center. You're not in the center. You have to tack it with the first part of the inward spiral. Look, your hands like this. Because that's the first part. You were here. Womb. There. Then here. Yep. She counters. There it is. All right, switch roles. Yep. Good. Keep his spine moving. Let go of the need to control the wrist. You'll find the wrist at the end. Yep, just keep entering. Yep, there you go. Okay, we had to pull you out of it, right? But that's it. Just get the elbow. You sure want that wrist. Okay, and what's happening is you're reaching across your center line. Okay, that's not right. You get the elbow, and the hand will come to your center line. That's where the other hand can grab it. Yes, 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 yes. So you want to prioritize the throw. Do you see that? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, just kind of like those recruits I was talking about. They're prioritizing passing the course, but the course is low ball. The course is just a collection of skills, and you want the skills. You can pass the course and not have the skills. Same thing like people just want to learn the technique to do on their tests, and they want the rank, but you can get the rank without getting the skills. So you want the skills, and the skill here is to understand mid-range grappling. You prioritize the throw. That is what gives the opening for the pin. You don't go for the pin, okay? The only reason you're grabbing early is because you're prioritizing the pin as opposed to the throw, okay? So when I'm coming around, boom, there's the throw that I want. And you can see that you yinned, and that's what I want, okay? I'm not going to go here and go grab. No, I'm not going to do that. I am spiral rotating, attack, there's the yin, and I come in. Let's say you overpower here, you see? You never do the yin move. Do you get it? Because I attacked on this straight line that you have, we're in a yang-yang conflict. Do you see that? And so it's now, well, who's stronger? This is not the skill, okay? I'm going under. Do you see that? How? Boom, with the back foot. She gets herself off of that. That's where I go. Does that make sense? Okay? So stop grabbing, throw. If you're completing the throw, you follow the yin space, leave that hand here, and it'll catch it. Okay? All right, try it. Better. And make sure his elbow's going in. Elbow going in. Nope. Try it again. So, Chris, don't let your grip go like that. Your elbow goes in. Yes. Yep. Oh, you stop for the wrist. I think about it this way. If I was doing this for real, I would try to throw you off of me, and then I'd grab a weapon. Do you see that? Because you projected it away. Now I can draw my weapon. If you yinned, I'm going to prioritize just throwing you down on the ground. You know, I'm going to gain some distance and grab a weapon. Do you see that? So my least tactical option would be to hold the wrist. Do you get it? So let's let go of that wrist. We're not trying to do a technique for a test. Okay, try it again. And we gotta bleed these together for both of you. Okay, we're letting them go staccato for now, and I demonstrated staccato so you could see, but it's not how the technique goes. Yes, yes, yes. Breathe out and watch the tension in the lower legs. Yes, watch the tension. Try it again. You got to get his elbow in. You don't want to pull him towards your angle deviation. His elbow goes the other way. Yes. Yes. Yep. Yep. Just go. Just get the elbow. Yes. Much better. Switch roles. Okay, no staccato anymore. Yep. Nope. You went yin. Yep, you're in the shoulder. First one sent. Nope. See, you're going around and she stops moving her spine. Project. Then you enter before she yinned. Better. Watch the hunch again. Nope, around. Around her center is what I mean. Yes. Good. Nope, too high. Her center is lower. One more. Yep.